So, I'm not from here. Okay, I wouldn't call myself someone who's fresh off the boat. I've been off the boat for about 11 years now, but I also don't exactly fit into the Asian American category. I don't even have a citizenship. I've just been here for a very, very long time. I'm 22 years old, and half of my life I've spent growing up in Taiwan, and the other half, which is the 11 years I was talking about, I've been in America. And I'm in this intersectionality place where I feel like I'm not exactly connecting well with the international student of Taiwan, but I'm also not exactly from here enough that I can understand the whole of the Asian American culture. And that led to some challenges, which is things like finding community and things like finding people I fit in completely, people listening to the music I listen to. And there's Santa Cruz, which is where I came to college. From Orange County, come to NorCal, and it's a pretty white place. According to our census, Asian American folks takes up about 10% of the 61,000 people here in Santa Cruz, which is a big decrease from Orange County, San Bernardino area, where it's about 23% of 3 million people in Orange County. So where am I now with the community? The Chinese Student Association ended up being one of the student organizations where I remain consistently involved in my time at college. It's one of the largest Asian organizations on campus, holding large-scale events consistently every year. Their largest event of the year, CSA's annual Lunar New Year Banquet, has been running for at least 38 years. The folks involved are a great mix of many different ethnicities, backgrounds, and varying degree of shared culture and heritage. It's led me to ask the questions of why. What draws them together? So I've been documenting CSA in the past few years, doing various behind-the-scene work, and I've asked a few officers of CSA that exact question of why. But before that, I need to recruit some crew. Hello, gamer.
Hi.
So I need a crew for my documentary that I'm shooting. Have you heard about it?
What?
We talked about this so many times. You're my crew. You're my crew.
Do you get anything in return?
I'll give you food and drinks and boba.
That's great.
I'm zoomed out all the way in your face. All right, let's go. Let's. Oh, you also wait.
Huh?
You're also being interviewed first.
Oh.
Alright, so hello, my name is Kenneth Ng, and I currently am the co-chair of the Chinese Student Association, and I was previously the banquet coordinator 2 years ago.
So my name is Alexis. I was the banquet coordinator for 2023-2024 for CSA.
Hi, my name is Morgan Yi. I was BC or banquet coordinator and Chrysanthemum house head.
My name is Andy Lee, and I've been CSA for 3 years. This year, I am a house head for one of the houses, Chrysanthemum. And then last year, I was the banquet coordinator.
My name is Brandon, and I was last year's co-chair.
Hi everyone, my name is Nathan. I've held as financial chair, which is like kind of combining fundraising chair and treasurer for CSA. And this past year, I am the co-chair of CSA, which is like the president.
So CSA is a cultural social student organization in UC Santa Cruz. It's one of the largest Asian American student organizations on campus. Here we promote Chinese culture as well as Asian American identity.
What kind of community do you think CSA cultivate?
Well, the environment normally is very, hopefully, it's warm and welcoming, inclusive, and it should just be a place where you can come and be yourself and learn more about Chinese culture and just have fun.
The community that I've encountered was very welcoming, very engaging. I was just like a little kind of timid freshman who fresh out of high school and didn't really know how to, I guess, socialize that well. And these people just took me under their wing and let me explore like what being college is all about.
Even though, of course, every family has a lot of problems. Like, not everyone, clicks with each other. I know, for a lot of people, including myself, CSA really has, become a family, a home away from home, I guess.
Do you feel like there has been any challenges, or is there any challenges cultivating a community within CSA?
So I think one very big thing is being able to incorporate as many people as we can, and be able to incorporate all people from different walks of life, right? Because sometimes you'll have hangouts that cost money, and that's not always as economical for some people, or just a different interest, right? Like some people really like to play video games, others want to go outside. So being able to balance people the different interests as well as the different personalities is usually the biggest challenge.
One of the things that I wrote down for talking point I want to kind of briefly talk about is that the Asian community in Santa Cruz is quite limited. Beyond this, the limited size of the student body, of course, outside of UCSC, this is a predominantly white town. Do you feel like that has any impact on the type of community that you're cultivating?
I definitely do think that's the case. Other schools like Berkeley and LA, like those are I feel the most popular examples. Really big Asian community, so they're able to just host a crap ton of people. Meanwhile here, sometimes it's like looking for scraps. Like we're struggling for real.
So what is the banquet?
Banquet is CSA's biggest event of the year. It happens every year. It is made by CSA members. A lot of the coordination, though, is always within the board officers of CSA, most notably the banquet coordinators of the club.
The Lunar New Year banquet is basically CSA's way to put on a celebration of the Chinese Lunar New Year, but I think more so it's a celebration of what the club is and what it kind of stands for, because the whole show features our own members, like the skit led by our own members, a lot of acts sung by people like you or like everyone. Banquet is really what shows the sort of family community that CSA makes.
Each year we have a theme designated with the banquet. For example, this year was Chang'e. A lot of people who help out with banquet are people who stay for CSA. In fact, a lot of people who work on banquet eventually want to become officers because they just had so much fun, or like they just like the idea of banquet because of just the scale of the event and the performances and getting to work and meet with new people.
Banquet takes a lot of the time out of everyone's schedule. When I was like doing my homework, finishing a paper, or playing video games just like the late at night, I'm like looking at you guys like in the Discord call. I'm like, there's no way you guys are spending like, this is like the 8th hour in the day into like CSA right now. Why would you do it? Why do you do that? What do you tell your parents or your friends?
I get this question a lot. Yeah, I remember working so much overtime basically.
Yeah.
It really was to like give back to the community that welcomed me. Yes, it was stressful. Yes, there was a lot of time committed. But at the end of the day, I just hope that people, or even new people that came, they would want to do the same for, members after.
Like I wanted to do more because while it doesn't necessarily reflect my identity, I don't know, I was always open to different worldviews and not just necessarily a closed view of just sticking to myself. I had fun working on Banquet. I met a lot of friends along the way.
Your sister is also the banquet coordinator for this year's banquet, and she's about to become a co-chair. For the record, I could not schedule Jordan into the interview despite my greatest effort. It's all very busy in like the midterm to the final season, but I was actually just wondering, like, is there anything that you told Jordan when she was taking up like the job of banquet coordinator?
I didn't really expect her to, I don't know, just become into like those bigger roles and to be a part of the org. When I first like introduced her to CSA, it was at Cornucopia, and I introduced her as like, oh, like this is my sister, but like she might not join. Yeah, she is all the way in, going to be co-chair, and I told her like if you want to do things, then just don't be afraid to. I also hope that she doesn't get too stressed out. I know how it is. Yeah. I hope she leans on other people because there's her other board members. Yeah.
Can you describe what event this is?
It's a collab between CSA, TSA, and CASA for Night Market. where we bring Asian food and like a night market-esque environment to UC Santa Cruz.
And what does CSA, TSA, and CASA stand for?
CSA stands for Chinese Student Association. CASA stands for Korean American Student Association.
You almost screwed it up.
And then TSA stands for Taiwanese Student Association.
Hello, Brayden.
What's up? I'm
What
here to
org
talk
are you
shit.
from?
I'm from Casa. This is unrelated.
He's a trash talker.
I'm a garbage man. I'm making 80K a year.
That's
no degree.
crazy. Just trash talking?
Just trash talking.
That sounds like a good job, actually. Do you feel like it's important that CSA exists, and if so, why?
I think it's important for people to feel represented, to feel like they have a safe space, and to fully express themselves as being Chinese, as being Chinese American, or as being Asian, East Asian in general, not Asian, I think CSA does do that,
Could it be more inclusive at times? Yeah. I think there are moments where it could be too like, I'm just gonna say it like, right? It's too cliquey, and there's always things to work on. But in general, yes, I definitely think there should be a club for everyone out there that they can just go to and be like, want to learn more about this, or this really speaks to me. I would like to join.
This is a great place to like cut out into all the B-roll I filmed of him in the night market and all the general other night market stuff. It's a place for people to find like kind of community and like go and like find something that's culturally related to like what they're familiar with or what they're interested in, and to kind of just have fun and hang out. I myself am from TSA. I put a lot of time and effort into that into that club. After you kind of break it down, I kind of can see like kind of how it relates to something like TSA, maybe it's which is catered toward more international. It's the same concept, but kind of different execution and for a different demographic. Is there any last thought that you want to leave to the camera, to the potential audience? That's anyone probably in my film class, CSA members. Also, pretend Kenneth is not here.
Okay, so what the shit?
So this Kenneth guy,
the
co-chair.
I'm just grateful for my experiences there. Yuya's doing a great job with this documentary. I hope he gets a good grade.
Let me graduate.
Let him graduate with a degree.
Thank you so much. I technically already graduated. I don't need this class to graduate. All right, cut the camera.
I hope you get to know CSA more through this documentary. Hope you also find to love CSA and look out on YouTube. Yuyo has done a lot for us. Kenny has done a lot for us.
Looking back at my 4 college years, it's been a wild ride, and it's been short. 4 years is it seems long, think about 4 years later, blah blah blah. But like when I think back, can I recall memories from all 4 years? Which I can, but like it feels so minuscule. It feels so short, the 4 years of college. When I do a YC speech, I'm like, okay, people, enjoy your time in Santa Cruz, enjoy your time in college. It's short. Be appreciative of the people you are friends with. Have a fun time in college. Second part, I don't know, it could be like a time. What's the word? What's the thing called? The time capsule thingy. Like 10 years later,
Leaving for your time.
I think I will randomly remember this. I will randomly in the future be like, oh yeah, I did that interview with Yuya. So I try to look it up, and then I just kind of see like, wow.
YouTube deleted video. The video is private.
So I don't know. We'll see what I'm doing in the future.